Alright, which of the following equations have a graph where its vertex is its minimum value? Well, we're looking at parabolas, and parabolas either look like this or like this with what we've done so far. This would be a maximum value for the vertex because it's the highest it gets. This would be the minimum value for the vertex because it is the lowest it gets. So what I want is I want a parabola that looks like this. Well, these guys have a negative a value, and these guys have a positive a value. All that being said, I can now eliminate this, and this, and this, and this is the only one that has a positive a value. So if I were to graph it, it would look like that. Alright, 8, we've got solutions, so I need to isolate that. So I need to move the 4 over first, we'll do that. 8? I divide by 3. Goes into 6 times. I square root. Now, here's the tricky part. When you square root, you get a plus or a minus. So x is equal to negative 4 plus 6 and negative 4 minus 6. So we have 2 and negative 10. And that, my friends, is right there. Alright, number 9. I need to graph this, not graph this, but simplify this first. So I am subtracting two numbers. I have this number minus this number, and if you notice what I did, sneaky, is I remembered to distribute it out. So then I combine like terms. I get what? A negative 1 plus a 2i, which is negative 1 in the real direction and positive 2 in the imaginary direction. So D would be our answer. Alright, number 10. Make sure I'm getting all the answers right. Wouldn't it be sad if I had videos for the wrong thing? Alright, so for number 10, consider the system. Select the value of k for which the system has infinite many solutions. So if you have two lines, the only way you're going to have infinite many solutions is if you have, two parallel lines. Which means that you would have the same slope and you would have different y-intercepts. So what I want to do is figure out what the slope is for this. So I'm going to just move things around. So we have that. And so this is the slope. Oh, my bad. Infinite many solutions. Haha. I mean, not that they're parallel, but they are the actual same line. No solutions would have been parallel. So, okay, if any is infinite many solutions, that is the same line, which means I need to have these two equations be identical. So 2 would be our answer for that. All right. Number 11, factoring cubics. Notice that's a cube and that's a cube. 27 is 3 cubed and 64 is 4 cubed. So, not it, though it's so tempting. Please don't pick it. We have cube root and same sign. Just about. And I tell my students, and if you are a first timer here, this will be your little gift, is that this one here is this guy here squared, whole thing squared. And this one here is this guy here squared, whole thing squared. And I say a little heart because it's like, aw, they got together. So you multiply these two and you get 12 kc. But in love, opposites often attract. So whatever you get when you multiply that, change the sign. And that, my friends, is the Clarkson way of doing that one. You are welcome. All right, number 12. What are the solutions to this equation? Well, I see some square roots and i's and things like that, so I think it's probably going to be quadratic formula, but we'll just check it real quick. We have, what, 18 and negative 7, which is 1 and 18, 2 and 9, but they would have to add, like we'd have to have a negative 2 and a negative 9 to get a positive 18, so that wouldn't work. So that is definitely out because then 3 and 6 is the only other option. So, that being said, it is going to be little quadratic formula. So, A, B, C, negative b, change the sign, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Simplification, we get, what's 49 minus all this mess, that gives us a negative 23. Ooh, I'm looking here going, things look good, things look good. And so then my negative is actually an I. Now, I look at both of these and I see they are identical, except for one is negative, one positive. So I'm just going to check again, make sure I really got that right. This was a negative 7, but I was supposed to have a negative negative. So yes, that is our positive, and I can be confident that that is the answer.